Welcome to Spice Clambake. My name is Emmy. I use they, he pronouns.
Hi, I'm May. I go by all pronouns.
Warm welcomes. Hope everyone's doing good on this sunny day.
And if it's not sunny, sorry, too bad.
They're absolutely not sorry. So May, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I am currently 24. I'm based in New York. And I'm a Gemini. What about you?
I'm an Aquarius. I'm also 24 and based in New York. If you couldn't guess, we're really good friends. We met each other in high school, so
Yeah, we've been friends coming up on 7 years now.
damn, 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. We're getting old.
Woo!
Here's to life, or whatever.
So May, tell me, how
Mhm.
does it feel to be one of the most hated signs?
Oh, God. Well, I don't know. I don't feel like I really get the brunt of the hate in real life. Because people don't expect it from me until they find out, if that makes sense. Um, so I feel like that also helps to change people's minds about me, about the incorrect stereotypes of like being two-faced and wishy-washy. So,
Wow,
yeah.
it's kind of like being bisexual.
Yeah, gotta break down those stereotypes too. No biphobia in this household.
Yo, for real.
What about you? How's it like being an Aquarius?
Um, it's pretty good. I have absolutely no clue what it means to be an Aquarius.
Uh-huh.
I've heard that we're sensitive, but
Uh-huh.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I mean, being in touch with your emotions is
Mm-hmm.
important.
I find it a strength.
Yes. Agreed.
Mhm.
Period. Do you know your co-star chart?
Yeah, I do. Like my sun, moon, rising, and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
Um,
like a daily horoscope thing that you want to read?
oh my god, yes. Co-star dailies, my favorite joy in life. Mine says it's good to have choices, even if you're not into all of them.
Whoa.
Yeah, which definitely is reading into my love life right now. So someone at CoStar is doing their job.
Yeah, I feel like it's either very hit or miss for me. Mine says, push away nothing, cling to nothing. It's giving nihilist.
Damn. Damn.
Um,
I have no words for that.
yeah, no, it got a little depressing. Sorry. What
Like
about the
five
do's
minutes
and
in.
I know. I mean, are you surprised? That's kind of the theme for our podcast.
Yeah, that's true. Trauma dumping.
Trauma dumping. What about the do's and don'ts for you
Ooh, I
for
love the
today?
do's and don'ts because they're so silly. My
Yeah.
do's are trade books, low light, and pillow talk. And
Ooh.
my don'ts are overthinking, pity party, and excuses.
Oh, excuses too. Who are you lying to? Who are you trying to avoid?
Maybe it's not about my excuses. Maybe it's about other people's excuses.
Ooh, that's a good way to look at it too.
Yeah.
The don'ts being interesting, being related
Mm-hmm.
to other people. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine are manifestos, packing lists, simple machines, don't big words, microphones, and in a nutshell.
You're recording on a mic right now.
I know, which is hilarious. Is this a sign that we
Uh
shouldn't be
oh.
recording today?
Uh oh.
Oh, we've had trouble today, so I think
Yeah.
this is on brand for us.
Yeah, my mic was working earlier and then it stopped working and then I don't know.
See, CoStar called it. They
CoStar
know
called it for
all.
you.
What? Yeah, but like it's related to us because we are doing a podcast, you know?
Okay. So your horoscope is bleeding into my horoscope.
Yeah, that I mean, we hang out enough where that's plausible.
One of these days, our co-star daily is just going to be related to the other person's life
Oh
instead
yeah.
of our own.
Just be like, "Hey, you should go hang out with them." Just for funsies.
Sometimes my co-star is like, "You and May are on the same wavelength," and like
Yeah,
they're
I say
like,
that all the time.
"Yeah, it's like you guys are super compatible."
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, we are compatible.
See, astrology isn't fake. So,
Um, mhm.
what do you know about astrology? Because you mentioned that you don't know a lot about your sign particularly.
Yeah, I don't really know about any sign. I know I'm an air sign, but I don't know what that means. Um,
Right. Are you like familiar with any other forms of astrology?
yeah, I'm more familiar with like Chinese horoscopes just because like I'm Chinese, so I grew up with like a lot of that in my
Uh-huh.
family.
Yeah.
So for Chinese horoscopes, you have like the zodiac wheel with the 12 animals. There's a
Right.
whole story about how the animals get in that order, but that's for another
You can
day.
Google that as the audience.
And so I'm a tiger.
Hmm.
Because we're the same age, typically we would be the same sign, but
Right.
I'm born like really early in the year, as you can tell by me being Aquarius.
Hmm.
So I was born before the Lunar New Year like started for rabbit, so I'm a tiger.
Right.
Mhm.
Versus I'm a rabbit, I think.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yes.
But I also don't really know anything about that. So,
Like you being a tiger?
yeah, I don't know what it means. Yeah. Like, yeah.
I like this kind of surface level knowledge that we both have of astrology, and yet we're making a podcast
Oh,
episode
yeah,
about
for
astrology.
sure. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Huh?
It's fun.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to like I don't know. I don't want to be called out for it. That's all.
Oh, for not knowing anything and being like, let's talk about astrology, guys.
Yeah, or like being canceled because I got a stereotype wrong about someone.
Canceled. Episode 1 canceled.
For real. That's what we should have started with. We're canceled. How about
We're
you?
canceled.
Let's kind of
We
be
gotta change the name of the title for this episode.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's really cool that you are like more familiar with that because of your familial history. Um, Mine's kind of related, I guess, too, because I'm more familiar with Indian astrology, which is sidereal astrology.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I am actually a Virgo in sidereal astrology.
I hate Virgos.
I know you're a hater.
Sorry.
But like, does me being a Gemini and the tropical astrology, which is used by most Western kind of circles, does that make me more valid?
I love Geminis, so yes.
It balances it out, I guess.
It's a love hate relationship.
Yeah. I mean, I love you, so
Okay. I love you too.
you should. Okay, anyway. Um, yeah, no, I like Aquariuses. Um, anyway, as I was saying, sidereal astrology. Yeah, I'm definitely more familiar with that. I've had like actual professional readings done in
Ooh.
India whenever I've visited, which has been really interesting and very kind of different to how astrology is treated here, where it's kind of like more lighthearted and a general knowledge rather than having really specific traits, which I feel like my astrology readings have kind of brought up. Um, yeah.
That's really interesting. I've never heard of sidereal astrology.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because like I said, it's like mostly used in the eastern part of the world or
Mm.
specifically in India.
Mm.
Um, so the Western world, like I think I saw the UK as well as the US
Ooh.
specifically, we use tropical astrology.
And tropical is like what we're used to seeing, like in
Yes.
CoStar or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what
Okay.
they use also. So the 12 zodiac signs and potentially the 13th, but we won't get into that.
Forget that existed.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, can't even pronounce it.
Honestly, there's so many letters in there.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like
it's
French.
French. It's very much alphabet soup over
Yeah.
there. What about the signs that you like absolutely love?
Um, I guess that I'm really, of course, super into Geminis. My childhood best friend is also a Gemini. You're a Gemini. My little brothers are Geminis. Um,
You're just surrounded by Geminis.
yeah, I have a lot of friends that are Geminis as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I also really like Pisces and like Libras.
Would fight Pisces straight up.
Okay, well, damn.
No, I think that's hilarious because like even if you didn't like Geminis, you're so surrounded that you kind of have to deal with us regardless.
Yeah, but I respect them. Um, like you guys are very free spirited.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like you kind of just do your thing.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, and I love that. Just like, yeah, do your thing, live your life, go off.
Yeah, I think with Aquarius is like specifically you, um, I like that we get on or get along well because of our air signs. Like whatever vibe I'm on, you kind of immediately get on that vibe and like we're kind of feeding off of each other and our energies. So that's always a good time with you for sure.
Aw, thank you.
Of course. I think that applies to most Aquariuses too. But
Okay,
um
so I'm not special. All
oh
right, got it.
I no, you're so special.
Why don't I believe you?
Okay, so what about like signs you hate?
Yeah, I hate Virgos. I have personal beef with them. They've never done me right. Um, I just don't understand them. They're very stoic.
Mm,
Yeah.
very stoic.
Mhm.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
wonder if that's like a common experience people have with Virgos.
If you've ever had a relationship or whatever with a Virgo, let us know.
Yes. Let us know down in the comments.
If you know a
Um,
Virgo, let us know.
if you are a Virgo,
Don't speak to me.
no, we're kidding. Of course, speak to us. Yeah, I don't think I know a lot of Virgos. I think I have like a singular Virgo friend, and I fuck with her. So
Oh, yeah, keep it
yeah,
that way.
yeah. Not no. I guess I just can't date her, which is fine. That's fine. No
That's good.
problem. No problem. I can do that.
Can you hear my
Um,
cats being fed?
no.
Okay.
Um,
I think the mic is picking it up.
I'm not
It's
hearing
dinner
it.
time for the girls.
Hell yeah.
I have two cats. They are my angels. They could do no wrong. Oh, yeah. My cats' names are Flora and Layla. I named them after Winx Club characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we came up with the Winx Club together,
Yeah,
like the theme.
yeah. It was definitely a good choice. Winx Club was very formative for me in my childhood.
As it should be. Like I feel like the girls that get it. The girls that don't, you know?
The girls that girlin' gorn. Sorry.
Had to put the meme in there. Um,
um,
yes,
Jinx.
back to hating zodiac signs.
Yeah, what about you? Who do you hate? Who do you have beef with?
So many. Where do I start?
Oh my god. Tier list them. Like
Tier
the
list.
most problematic to the least.
The most problematic. I think I've had like really bad experiences with cancers.
Hate them.
Uh,
I think it's the air sign. Like it's just doesn't go along with the water um
That's fucked up.
stereotypes. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I will say that this is also biased because it's a lot of like romantic relationship history rather than interacting with people just as a friend
Oh,
vibe.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely something to keep in mind. So number one is Cancer. I feel like they're really emotional for themselves. Like when you want to get emotional, it's not as well reciprocated in terms of understanding. Um, or you know what I think it is? I feel like it's they're so emotional that they're very emotionally aware of that and so are able to like manipulate people based off of that. Or
Ooh,
that's a stereotype anyway.
damn. Is that what
Um,
you've experienced with a
no
cancer? A
comment.
cancer. Well, my roommate's a cancer. I don't hate him. I love
I
him.
don't
He's
hate
great.
him.
Yeah. Wait, did you say
Well,
you hate him?
no, I said I don't hate him, but I
Okay,
think
good.
that's because it's like a friendship, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've dated a cancer. It was very the relationship was good, but it was
Hmm.
very intense.
Ooh.
Which can be
Yeah, that
good
sounds
and
about right.
bad. Yeah, it was like very intense. Um like it started off like very intensely like we're super into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then it ended really abruptly and not explosively, but there were a lot of feelings.
Yeah, I think I've had a similar experience with cancers in that way. I think that's maybe that's the common thread here where it like starts off really intense and ends off really fast and like
Yeah.
abruptly. Yeah, that's on brand, I think.
Sorry, cancers of the
No offense to
world.
cancers. Maybe a little bit offense to
Maybe
cancers.
a little offense.
Treat us right, please.
Yeah. What are the signs that you love?
Love. Geminis, sorry.
Wow, self-love.
Yeah, self-love. I think it's also I'm choosing Geminis because we just get so much hate on the internet for being two-faced little shits. Um, so I have to rep, you know.
Got a rep.
But I think it's also on very on brand as a Gemini to pick a Gemini.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. We're just I oh my God, I think you were talking about the one of the negative traits of Geminis where it's like they're borderline narcissistic. Was it? Is that what you said?
I I think I was talking about rabbit signs, but it sounded just like a Gemini reading.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure, let me go find my little excerpt. This is from a book called The Chinese Horoscopes Guide to Relationships by Theodora Lau. I cite my sources.
MLA format, baby.
Woo! All right, so this is rabbits as a friend and colleague. Um, this person is most likely to be a kind and thoughtful friend who finds it easy to show sincere concern and consideration. Easily welcomed into any social circles, they will know how to get on the good side of everyone. Of course, they still have that selfish, even narcissistic streak, but they know how never to make it look as if they are imposing, so it will be unfair ever to criticize them as insensitive.
That's so funny. I mean, at least they said some nice things in the beginning and the end. It's like a roasting sandwich, you know, instead of a compliment sandwich.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's accurate to you as a rabbit or more for you as a Gemini?
That's the difficult thing because I feel like that's accurate,
Mm-hmm.
but I know there's like a lot of people being born in the lunar year, so it's difficult to say if that will relate to everybody. Um, but me as a Gemini, I think that is very on brand. Well,
Yeah.
and you said you're a tiger, right?
Yeah, I'm a tiger. Let me go read
Yeah, give us a little tidbit about
the
you,
tidbit.
about tigers.
As a friend and colleague.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's also in the Chinese zodiac, there's the 12 animal signs. There's also 5 elements, which I believe are earth, fire, water, metal, and wood. Yes, earth and wood are separate elements.
Interesting.
And then there's also you're either born in yin or yang energy. So, yeah, so this book particularly mentions the tiger of the yin earth branch is wonderful to have as a friend and ally. As a colleague, they will certainly liven up the work environment. Considerate and generous, they will be solicitous of the welfare of those they value as friends. However, a tiger type does not make a good confidant because they could blurt out your secret unintentionally when they are excited or angry.
Oh. Damn, they called you a snitch.
Oh shit. Y'all better watch out.
Snitches getting stitches.
Oh no.
Okay, so
That's-
you're a tiger that was born in the yin sector?
Yeah, it's like it's either yin or yang. It like alternates.
Right.
Wait, so that means the rabbit is yang?
I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Oh my god, we're evil for sure.
Oh my
No.
god.
Evil confirmed.
Let's see. This book is hard to read.
No, you're fine. You're valid.
Yeah. But probably.
Okay. We'll take a probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I wanted to mention too with
Mhm.
The Indian sidereal astrology.
Yeah.
If I were to like go online and do a sidereal chart, it would tell me that I'd be a Taurus instead of a Virgo. So I think there's like multiple ways of interpretation with that and like subgroups of how sidereal astrology is calculated. So, you know, be aware of that.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chinese horoscope is a lot more broad. So yeah. Like it gets more specific, but I don't know the specifics of Chinese horoscope. Like there's whole systems related to that.
What do you think about your signs that are compatible with you?
For Chinese horoscopes?
No, for just like Western zodiac.
Oh, horoscopes in general.
Wait,
I don't know.
Do you know the kind of animals that are compatible?
Oh, that are compatible with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Chinese horoscopes, there are like good numbers and bad numbers of year differences. So bad numbers would be 3 and 6. 6 being the worst because you're like diametrically opposed on the zodiac wheel.
Right.
And good numbers would be 4 and 8. Obviously 8 is a very like auspicious number in Chinese culture. So I believe that means that I get along, or I'm supposed to get along well with horses and dogs.
Horses and dogs.
I know one horse, and that's my brother's girlfriend, and I get along with her great.
See? Point proven.
Yeah. I think my uncle is also a horse, and I guess I got along with him the most out of my siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know any dogs.
Maybe that's good.
They're
What
supposed to
about
be good
puppies?
for me.
No, I'm kidding. What were you gonna say?
I said they're supposed to be good for me,
Yeah.
supposedly.
So we'll find out one day once you meet a
Yeah.
dog.
I did, however, date someone that was 6 years older than me recently. And that was a pretty rough relationship. Like we didn't like date, but you know how dating is these days.
Yeah,
um,
Unfortunately.
but yeah, like the relationship itself was fine. But we had a lot of miscommunications. We just like weren't on the same page about things. Yeah, so like I do believe in Chinese superstition a little bit. So I definitely try to avoid people who are 3 and 6 years older than me, or like
Yeah.
younger than me or whatever.
that's funny because that's exclusively who I date.
People who are like 3 and 6 years
Yes.
older than you.
Literally, yes.
Oh, maybe that's why it hasn't been working out.
Worked out for me. No, I've changed that habit fairly recently. Within the last couple of years. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Compatibility in terms of your tropical sign. I think you have Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini.
Ooh.
So
okay.
that's on brand for us.
Okay, perfect.
You and me
Yay.
specifically, yeah.
I love Libras and Geminis and
Oh,
other Aquarii, I guess.
They're Aquarius.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
get along with people who have like the same birthday as me or like similar birthdays to me, so I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I can see that. Or like Libras. Very
Yeah.
balanced.
Yeah, Libras are chill. Like, just got a good head on their shoulders.
Oh, hell yeah. And compatibility for me, in terms of tropical zodiac sign, I think it is Sagittarius.
However,
However.
do I like Sagittariuses? Huh?
No, the however.
Yeah, I think it's Sagittarius, Aquarius, and someone else that I can't remember.
Not
But
important.
that's probably because I haven't interacted with them enough. But yeah, like it's funny because I just every time I've encountered a Sagittarius, it hasn't gone super well. I think our communication is very different.
Mhm.
And I know it's probably supposed to be that way because it's like complimentary, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's complimentary. I think it's like,
It's too different for you.
yeah, I think so. I have not dated a Sagittarius, so I couldn't tell you how that works out either.
I don't think I have either. Oh, my girls are approaching. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of harder to find out in the world.
Sagittariuses?
Yeah, I think so.
When are they born? In November?
Uh,
Right?
yeah, November, December, I want to
Okay.
say.
November, December. I see. I know a lot of, or not a lot, but like I
think
know a
it's
couple of
December.
Capricorns, but I don't know any Sagittariuses. I think I know one.
Yeah, I know one.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that.
How do you feel about people that like absolutely shit on astrology?
I think they're boring. I think they lack funny bones.
Funny bones.
Definitely missing the humorists, you know? Yeah, I went on a date recently with a person who said, apparently I'm an Aries. And I responded, like, are you or aren't you? Like, how are you
Right.
apparently an Aries? That's not how horoscopes work.
It's yeah.
Yeah. And I just think it's like kind of not like mean spirited, but very like cynical. Like,
Mm.
you know, there's
Mm-hmm.
like two sides of the spectrum, like people who are hardcore into astrology, and people who like fucking hate it.
Right.
And like people who like absolutely hate astrology, like I don't think are fun because it's like even if like I don't take astrology super seriously, but it's kind of nice to sort of believe in the universe and believe that there's like a higher power or like energy, or it's nice to let your life be decided by something else sometimes.
Mm.
I definitely find myself like turning to astrology and horoscopes when I'm having difficult times in my life.
Yeah.
Like, sort of like, oh, it's my guidance. Like, I feel really lost. So, like, what is the universe, like, what energy is it putting out for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't come off as super accurate, I think it's kind of nice to feel like there's another option, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Like, someone's looking out for me. You know, the people at
Mhm.
CoStar, they're looking out for me.
The the engineers over there are specifically like
Yeah.
they know what you want.
They know what I need to hear.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah, no, I think like both sides of the spectrum to the extremes is not great. Like people that are absolutely against it, I agree with you where I think that they are also lacking a funny bone. Um,
also it's weird to hate on something that other people enjoy like that, and like why do you have to kind of um enforce your dislike for something like that? I think that's odd behavior to me.
Yeah.
Um, and as far, but I will also say people that are like just living their lives absolutely based on astrology and like not expanding their circles because they're like, oh, I already know I don't get along with, for example, Capricorns, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then they meet someone they like, but then they find out that they're a Capricorn and then they like cut them off or something. Like, I think that's
Yeah.
also weird.
I've heard
Like,
stories about that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So I think that's like it happens in real life, or it happens to people, and I think that's such a weird way to discriminate against people. Space racism, as you will. Um,
Well, I kind of do that with Chinese horoscopes. I mean, I dated someone that was 6 years older than me, and I knew that, but I was like, maybe I'll take a chance and things will be fine. And then they weren't, so I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't take that chance anymore.
but I think my thing is that you gave it a shot, right?
Okay, yeah.
Whereas someone that like is fully committed to the ideology, they wouldn't even do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm committed now.
You
Committed
know
to the
what?
bit.
At least you tried. I give you props for trying.
A for effort. Thank you.
A for effort, for real. um yeah, as far as like my own belief of astrology, I also think it's like something fun to read, and like mm, it's like a fun way to find out things about yourself without having to go super deep and like really dissecting your own emotions and going to therapy.
Free
It's like
therapy. You heard it here
yeah,
first. Astrology is free therapy.
astrology really is free therapy. Because I think because it rings so true sometimes, where you're like, oh my god, I didn't even realize that about myself, or
Mm-hmm.
that is how I've been feeling,
Yeah, I feel
But
that.
yeah, it really is free therapy
Yeah, when
sometimes.
I'm feeling lost, I don't text my therapist. I check my co-star.
Damn, you're committed. You're like single-handedly paying co-stars bills.
Hell yeah. Would you pay for the co-star um like advanced reading things?
Advanced reading?
Yeah, like they give you like more in-depth readings.
Yeah, I don't think that's my thing. I think because I've had like actual readings from India and like gotten that professionally done, um, that feels more spiritual to me and more accurate to me than co-star using ChatGPT to tell me what my day is gonna look like. You
Yeah.
know? Like, yeah, I think because of the history and just the skill in that in terms of Indian astrology, that kind of makes me feel more secure. If I had to get a reading done, of course.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. And it's also like I feel like astrology is very tied to, it's sort of similar to like tarot, where
Mm.
it's kind of about the energy in the space as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like with like an in-person reading, like they can read you as a person like more
Mm-hmm.
specifically than like an app just like telling you whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I think the traits are definitely more accurate once you get an in-person reading. Or they feel more accurate at least. I like they could just be gaslighting me and I'd be like, yeah, yeah,
Take
you're
me to
right.
India so I can get a reading done.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just, drop like 4K, it's fine.
Thank you. Okay, next year.
um yeah, I what about you? Would you do like a paid reading by CoStar or
Any of those kind of similar sites and things.
I think if I had enough expendable income and enough free time and boredom, I
Yeah.
would like once just to read it and
Just
find
for the
out.
funsies.
Yeah, just for
Yeah.
funsies. But like I've definitely considered doing like in-person readings and stuff just because I do fuck with that energy. So
Mhm.
like I'd be interested in learning more from someone who's like experienced in doing those kind of readings. Like I know that people do like birth chart readings and stuff.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
think that would be really interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely I don't want to say fun experience because that kind of takes some of the spirituality and like seriousness out of it, but it's fun to learn more about yourself from a, kind of the stars perspective.
Yeah. I definitely want to know what the stars have to say about me because I got a lot to say about them.
Oh,
No, I don't. I love the stars, please.
you know the way that star is shining tonight? I don't like it.
Uh-uh.
not the vibe. I need you to turn like a different hue or something.
You have to be
Yeah.
dimmer for me, thanks. Just
A
kidding.
baby dimmer.
No.
Oh my
Don't
God.
let anyone dim your shine.
So true. So true.
Yeah, just like that one Taylor Swift song, Bejeweled.
Not you quoting Taylor Swift.
Sorry, I'm in my Swiftie era. It's in a revival. I was a hardcore Swiftie when I was younger.
I'm a newly reformed Swiftie.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I digress. Unless Taylor Swift has something to do with astrology.
what is her sign for real?
I don't actually know.
I
Isn't
feel
her
like
birthday in
it starts
October?
with a S, but I could be wrong. Let's see.
She's a Sag.
Oh my god, I knew she was a Sagittarius. I had a feeling. Does that mean we still like her?
I mean, I still love Taylor Swift. I don't have beef with Sagittariuses.
I like her music. I think like maybe I wouldn't like her as a person, like in real life. Well, I have beef with her anyway, but
Okay. Trying to get canceled by the Swifties?
oh, I mean, I love Taylor Swift and her zodiac sign.
Woo!
Um, I feel like a lot of celebrities are Sagittariuses though.
Maybe there's a quality about them that is good for success.
I wonder. Oh, you want to hear something kind of gross? And
Yeah, sure.
maybe I shouldn't be saying it, but
Lay it on me.
So I think because I've been seeing this pop up on my Instagram and stuff, where most serial killers, like the top 3 signs, are Pisces, Gemini, and I want to say Sagittarius.
I gotta keep an eye out for my siblings. I got 2 Pisces in my life.
And you have like 8 Geminis in your life.
Yeah,
You're screwed.
Uh-oh. Flora, you can't be on my desk. She's gonna press buttons.
Oh, poor baby.
No, I can't have her messing up the recording.
But yeah, I mean, just a little fun fact for everyone.
Thanks. What a beautiful note to end on. The top 3 signs of most serial killers.
Yeah. So, just be aware. Just kidding. I'm sure everyone's fine.
That's a quarter of our audience.
A Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not likely, It just...
Yeah, correlation does not equal causation.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Just pointing out a funny little tidbit.
Also, it's just the ones that have been caught, just saying.
Okay.
So, think about that.
Well, so we do our podcast bi-weekly, meaning every 2 weeks, not twice a week.
Yes, that's a very important distinction to make.
And we upload to YouTube on our off weeks. So in case you want a little visual representation of us talking, or you prefer using YouTube, you can catch us there. We have little avatars that bounce around.
Goofy little ooh faces.
Yes. Oh, whoa. Had to do it.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bye.